Hey guys, how's everyone? Who do we have? Give me a second and I will let you know who we have. Well, I will let myself know who we have. Country boy music, country boy magic. Sorry, my apologies. Tim Stack, hello, my friend. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. And Phoenix is here. Says, "Good morning, beautiful friends. Good morning, beautiful Phoenix. How are you?" Phoenix says, "Don't miss out. Set your notification bell so that you don't miss when they go live. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Much love, peace, happiness, and prosperity, full of joy and comfort. Much appreciated." So give me a second. Here's what I've been doing lately. Past couple days is posting a quote or a phrase or a couple words um, in the comment section, and then pinning it, as it gives us sort of a discussion point to return to, much like a mantra or the breath in meditation. That when everyone thinks, for those who don't know, by the way, I'm a certified meditation teacher through the Chopra Foundation. I teach primarily primordial sound meditation, which is a mantra-based meditation, very, very similar to another mantra-based, but more expensive practice. I think you guys might be able to guess what that is without me saying another word. What's up, Willow? Says, "Hi, Yogi, and how are you?" I'm good. How are you? And where was I? Talking about meditation. The misperception of meditation is people say I can't meditate because I can't clear my mind, or my mind is all over the place, which is exactly what meditation is the antidote for. So your mind runs all over the place. That's what minds do. That's what the brain does. But you bring it back to the mantra gently, persistently, but not with effort, not with concentration. This isn't concentration. This is the art of returning, which is all of life. You get in an argument with your spouse, your significant other, your parents, your dog. You return back to kindness. It's so easy. You just return. Come back to center. Come back to the heart space. Don't worry about if you lose your temper. Don't worry about being angry. Don't worry about being jealous. Don't even worry about being unkind. All of that in this world is probably going to happen. You're going to be stressed. You're going to have anxiety. You are going to maybe even have a panic attack. It's okay. Don't add to the misery. And when you do that, all of a sudden you find I can be at peace even in this. I can be at peace even though I'm going through depression, even though I'm having a panic attack. Hey, Odom. Odom sent a thumbs up. Much appreciated, my friend. So in meditation, you sit, focus on the breath for a minute or two, maybe not even that long, and you start thinking gently and easily your mantra. Before you know it, the mind is off and running. In Tibetan Buddhism, it's called Shenpa. Shenpa means hook. A thought hooks the mind and drags you away from the mantra or the breath. No big deal, because you have a mantra. You come back to it repeatedly. And after, let's say, 15, 20, 30 minutes, you found that you've meditated. And that some of the time your mind was wandering all over the place. Some of the time you might be thinking very specific thoughts about things that weren't your mantra. And other times you were thinking the mantra. And then there's magical times when you slide into what we call the gap. The gap is the existing spaciousness of reality itself. It exists between every single thought, every single word, every single sound. It is that which makes sound make sense. In Zen, they say it's the space between the notes that make the song. All right, let me catch up with you guys. What's going good about your day today? Will says she's fine. Will says, I have a goal. I need to do yogi. My goal is to make you smile and laugh today, because why not? That's a beautiful goal. But you know what? Look what I'm doing. I'm not smiling. I'm not going to make it easy for you. Here's the great thing about a goal is working for it. You know, if it came easy, hey, what's the fun in that? So hey, you got to work for it. There you go. So I'm serious. I'm serious now. Let's see. Will says I had a panic attack last night. I was so stressed and then gone. Were you able to help yourself? Were you able to navigate through it? Hey, Jamie. Jamie, what time are you going live with Jace? Going to be a big workout, you guys. Jace and Jamie Brown going live today, rep for rep. Relaxing said, why would someone hurt my creativity without doing nothing bad to him? I don't know. Relaxing. I have no idea why someone would do that. Willa says, how is everyone? Jimmy says, Willa, good, thanks. And you? Prayers your way, though, relaxing, my friend. Jamie says, we're going live with Jason on my channel at 7 p.m. UK time, which is, what, 2 o'clock, I believe, U.S. Eastern time. Okay. We'll wrap things up. I'll see you there. Do you know what you guys are going to do? Willa says, I'm waiting for you to step up and smile. I'm tougher than you think. I am tougher than you think. Willa says, laughing, how dare you? I will get you to smile and laugh today. Just make sure I'm watching. Let's see. Relaxing says, me to when I need help for my operation. Eyes, no one helped me. Yep, I remember. I apologize. Hey, Dale. But when you say no one helped you to the extent that you needed. But hey, people did donate. I know that for a fact. People did help. Was it enough? I'm sorry if it wasn't, my friend. What's new, Dale? Well, it says, not really, but I got a bit. My dog helped. Dogs really help. Cats do too. I was just petting Yoda after that. Will says, I'm waiting. Jamie says hi to everyone. Dale says, I need to train with kettlebells. What are some of the best movements one can do with them? Well, there's 2 different kettlebell camps. There's what's called hard style, which was brought to everyone's attention through Pavel Tsatsouline. I pronounced it wrong. And his is very dynamic, low reps, powerful, power-based. It's good stuff. That's what I started with. And I was going to get, I actually did get one certification. I was going to do the RFK, which was Pavel certification at the time. And then along came a bunch of his trainers who went to Russia. And they trained with the professional kettlebell sport athletes. And they found that these guys were almost inhuman. And it just so happened one of the all-time best had come to the country and was offering sport certification. So both Mocha and I got certified actually twice, and I became a master trainer through the American Kettlebell Club and the World Kettlebell Club. So in the hard style, kettlebell presses, hard style swings, snatches, Turkish get-ups, goblet squats. Those are the big 5, and you can get a lot done with that. When I was ultra running, get-ups, goblet squats, swings, and pull-ups were my mainstay. But kettlebell sport, which is what I'm training again for now, that's what I was training before I did ultra running. Man, that covers everything. You're not going to get big because you're doing high reps, but you're going to get fit. You're going to get an amazing type of strength endurance, and you're going to look like an athlete. Sorry, that was a long answer to your question. Will says, is that a bit of a laugh? That was not a laugh at all. And I smile. This is going to be not going to be easy. I don't know what you mean, relaxing. Relaxing says, because me, I can't. Just one little smile. You got to work for it, my friend. Now I'm going to say, my friend, see for yourself. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. I was able to make your live stream briefly to say hi, but I kept it up and running. So even if I was away, I still had you up and running. Just want to help out your channel, my friend. Lexing says, hope someone joined like members for supporting me. I'm alternating the members channels that I joined. So I will be back to join yours again. Willis Nathan says it is. Dill says that's what you think. Let's see. Making you laugh might be harder, but smile. You always smile. I love it. Just one. Not going to happen. Not going to happen just yet. Just so that's the breaking I can tell. Hey, Sue. C4 says, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well. How about you, my friend? How was your weekend? C4 says, how many times do you go live in a single day? I go live 3 times a day. Occasionally, like on my members channel, I do 4. I'll do 1, my regular 3, and I'll do 1 members only. Sue's smiling at Yoda. Yoda says hi to Sue. Hey, are you guys subscribed to Just One Sue? I know we have a few newer people might be popping in. We could, if we wanted to, say that Just One Sue has a nature channel, but it's just, I find it hard and harder with my friends to put anyone in a category. It is a Just One Sue channel, which means it has all of Sue's humor, her charm, the things that she loves, all in one channel, which is more important than just a one thing channel, in my view. Dill says, I think you're right. A kettlebell isn't going to give one a bodybuilding type physique, but it will work all areas. True. And I don't know too many people who really want to look like a bodybuilder except for bodybuilders. Rose says, Yogi, you always smile. It's going to be harder for yourself than making me smile. You just wait. We shall see. She's always watching. Dill says it may be more beneficial for functional strength, as they say. Agreed, 100%. I'm not anti-bodybuilding at all. I started out wanting to be a bodybuilder. It's when I started training for I started training for bodybuilding and football. I wanted to make the high school football team. What I realized was I just didn't like football. I love practice. I love training for football. I could care less about playing an actual football game. So yeah, and I think as you get older, training bodybuilding style is actually really good for you. I don't know if I will ever return like full training like that, but for me, I'd rather do kettlebells, at least right now. kettlebell sport with lighter weight. C4 says, "My weekend went hectic." Well, I'm sorry for that. I hope your week is starting better. Thank you, C4. Yes, Willow, we can definitely do breath work today. C4 says, "Wanted to tag just one Sue, but kept tagging you." Well, that's okay. I appreciate the tag. Sue sends some love, and I know Sue appreciates the intent behind that. Dill says, "Say just one Sue." Bulla says, "Yes, yes, we shall. Yes, we." That was almost a laugh. Dill says, "Eric, what do you think of people that are into primal lifestyle of living off the grid and just being minimalist? Minimalist." I can appreciate that. I think it's pretty cool. Um, my life is pretty, especially my diet, pretty minimalist. For me to be a true minimalist, I need to give away most of my books. It reminds me of the letter that Henry David Thoreau sent to Emerson. And in the letter, Thoreau said, "Simplify, simplify, simplify." And Emerson replied back in the letter and saying, "I think one simplify would suffice." So even simplify your simplification. Hey, Sebastian, how are you, my friend? Sebastian says, "Good evening, Eric. Good evening, all." What do you think about it, Dale? Bo says, "I can't wait to see your face when I win." Uh, this is like a challenge now to make you smile or laugh or both. We'll see. It might happen. You never know. Bill says, "I like body weight exercises because I think we said before, it is real test of will. Nothing against bodybuilding style training, but body weight training is always available." True, it is always available. Man, high rep burpees, you will redline so quickly. You learn a lot about efficiency. The same with kettlebells, though. Bill says, "Almost. You have one more chance to not laugh. That was close, Yogi. I love this. It's so funny. It's serious." Uh, Bill says, laughing, "No way, I'm not. You have been so close to laughing and smiling. And yet, because of my yogic training." William says, "I'm glad cup noodle on hot water is abundantly available. Wouldn't know what else to eat living from the car." Hey, William, I sent you a message. I know it's probably not real easy for you to check. Have you ever considered gig work? Because there's so many opportunities. And you could even, I know you are reluctant to go in front of a camera. You could even do like with Mary and Stardashian, it's some of our other friends, YouTube channel as you do your gig work. Hey, Jace. Hey, Anna. Willa says he's still not giving up. That's what I like about you, Yogi. You will never give up. I will never give up. That's how I became a semi-successful ultra runner. Um, for those who are just coming in, Willa has extended a challenge to make me smile and laugh by the end of the live stream. She does not realize my deep yogic resolve. Happy birthday, Yogi, says our friend Jace. Thank you, Jace. I'm still not laughing. Yoda says, oops, I read that. Anna, how are you? Dill says, "I think people that live off the grid and so on live that lifestyle is admirable in a way. Could be difficult. I get the mindset behind it. They want to escape the matrix, as they say." You know what? I wonder, is it any harder than everyday life. Once you simplify, is it really any harder? Or is it actually easier? Willa says it's funny. Jason says sends love to Anna. Let me catch up here. Willa says not yet, but just give it until you forget. I've come close. Again, thank you so much, Jace. Willa says, Jace, you need to help me. That's not cheating. I just know you laugh with Jace. Willa says, I'm not the worst, Anna. My goal is to make Yogi smile and laugh. Now, it's not that I'm reluctant to smile and laugh. It's that because it's a goal, I think every goal is more meaningful when you work hard for it. So I'm doing this for Willa so that if she does achieve this goal, and that's an if she does achieve the goal, she'll be very proud that she was able to do it through her determination. Anna waves at Sue. Willa says, Jace, you need to help me. I read that. Dill says, Eric, different question. 1999, wrestler Owen Hart. I watched it when that happened. Unfortunately, fell to his death on pay-per-view. Were you ever a fan of WWF? And do you remember this tragedy? Yeah, I was there. It was on TV in a bar back when I was still drinking. And none of us could believe what we just saw. Everyone kept waiting to see if it was a script, part of the act. Hoping. Willa says, yeah, don't know why, but why not? I was a fan of wrestling. I grew up with it. My brother and I used to act out the moves. Me being the younger brother, obviously, I got the brunt of it. I actually even went to some matches back in my teen years with my best friend. Willa says, I know it's funny trying to make you smile and laugh. It's all about achieving the goal. Jay says, Jamie, I got a message. Set it all up, bro. Hey, do you guys have plans for what you're going to do? Willa has been close. She has been close. Jamie says, Jace, I've already scheduled it. Willa says, just you wait, Yogi. I'm just waiting for you to slip up. Yoda's like a ninja. She's like a laugh ninja. She's gonna sneak up behind me to make me laugh. Bill says, Eric, your eyes have a spark in them today. Not saying you don't usually, but today you look really well. Well, thank you. I appreciate hearing that. Well, it says it's just for a laugh. It says, yes, I am. A laugh ninja. We're going to do a different kind of breath work today. We're going to do a breath work meditation, much like blowing on the thumb. I'm actually surprised because I took a suggestion from Cat and Jack, our good friend Cat Jack. And by the way, she's at her first day of full-time working again. I hope all is going well for her. She might be finishing up soon. She started pretty early. Phil says you watched the pay-per-view live. Must have been tragic for them in attendance. Yeah, I bet. Owen was known as a good guy, a prankster. Yeah, I was a fan. I was a fan of a lot of wrestlers for lots of different reasons. You had to love all of the Hearts. Anything to make you laugh. We'll see what you got. Hey, Jason. Jason says, good afternoon, Yogi. How are you? Jason, I'm doing pretty well. How about you? Jason says, I'm just making them funny shorts. Man, you're doing a good job with the shorts. Sachi says, Eric in college, university, and U.S. What is a frat party? I've often wondered. That is when a fraternity, which are for lack of a better word, a scholastic club. Some of them have like specific meanings. Others are just, I guess, for fun. Never joined a fraternity. I only went to community college. I went to some frat parties though, as I had some friends, high school friends, who went on and joined fraternities, and they invited me up. They were fun. I had zero interest in ever something like that. I'm not someone who often is comfortable in organizations, and I don't trust any organization that would actually invite me to participate. Any club that wants me as a member has to be suspect as far as I'm concerned. Bill says, "You're welcome." Not saying you don't usually, but there's something different about you today. You look very well. What if it's the weather? It's actually, it's wet out, but it's warmer. I've been enjoying the warmer weather. I've been walking farther, walking and running. I've actually been doing I forget the name. It's a Japanese style, popularized in Japan, interval, where you speed walk, race walk for 3 minutes, and then you walk at a more casual but brisk pace for 3 minutes, and you repeat. They recommend doing it half an hour, a couple of times a week. I've been doing it every day, sometimes an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. Willis says, waiting for Jace to come up. Willis says, oh yeah, that was so close to a laugh. It was pretty close. It was pretty close. Jamie says hi to Jason. Hey, Jamie and Jace, you guys got a routine planned out, or are you just going to wing it? So, Brillo, let me know when you are ready for some breath work. And anyone else. And it says, yes, Yoda, because we're basically I'm gonna live stream for about an hour, and we'll see if I can catch Jason Jamie. So, anyway, I was talking about Cat and Jack, and she suggested I make some breathwork shorts. We'll see if I'm able to. But I did start with the thumb blowing, and I thought for sure I was going to get some pretty brutal comments on some old guy sitting around and blowing on his thumb. No one had anything to say, which I guess is good, right? Not a ton of views, but that's okay. Rolla says, Yogi, that was so close to a laugh. Almost. Dill says, Eric, what sort of training routine besides running do you believe Dean Carnazzi does? I also feel better when the weather's nice. I've actually talked to Dean Carnazzi about his training. He does a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of pull-ups, dips, a lot of push-ups, body weight squats. He does, I actually did his push-up routine for quite some time. He would do sets, 10 reps. It was regular push-ups, wide push-ups, close push-ups, and Hindu push-ups. You guys remember Hindu? You ever done a Hindu push-up? It's done by the Hindu wrestlers. It's a great movement. He would also do Hindu squats. When my body is a little more adapted to the kettlebell training again, I might add in Hindu push-ups and squats again.
G'day, brother.
What's up, my friend?
How the devil are you?
Where did this come from?
What did we come from?
The Crocodile Dundee.
What Crocodile Dundee? That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Is it a knife?
Yes, this is a knife.
I'm liking the
Anyway,
beard. I'm liking the comeback.
yeah,
Looking good.
3 days. 3 days.
Well,
51 years.
51 years in the making.
It's not quite fair, is it? So, what's this I hear? You're not going to laugh.
Well, I'm not refraining from laughter. What I'm doing is Willow said she had the goal of making me smile and laugh, which is a great goal. I applaud her for that because I think everyone should laugh and smile every day. But 1 second.
I can see it. I can see your finger as well, and I can see you doing all this business. I can see what's going on now. I can see the little secret signs.
Don't make me break out the spoon.
Pull the finger.
Because
That counts as a laugh. You do realise that, don't you?
it doesn't.
That's definitely a smile.
Nope.
Go on, pull your grimace face.
Because it's a goal. And I believe, and you're a trainer, you're a hard worker. Every goal you should work for a little bit.
Make sure things are realistically achievable. That's the secret to it.
Agreed.
So, I've been working on the latest vocal version of the Bear songs.
The
Is that
Bear
the
songs?
latest one?
Yes.
See the chest a little bit. Only the yogi with a channel that's so bright. Only the yogi on 3 times and late at night. Maybe tomorrow he'll crack a smile. Might not last a long time, but it might last a while. He's trying.
All right. That was a smile. That was a smile and a laugh. It was a smile and a laugh.
There we go. I had to push the vocal range right out the bars there. Awesome stuff. So I've achieved my goal for the day.
And that counts. That counts for Willow because she put you up to these shenanigans. So
can you not see this little halo? This little circular ring right there.
I'm going to use a word I seldom use. You and Willow are in cahoots.
Cahoots.
Cahoots. Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, our yogi. Happy birthday to you. Namaste. It's a great start to the week, brother. Great start to the week.
Thank you, my friend.
Continues. Thank you kindly. Much love, people. See you soon.
All right, Willow. I know that was your doing. That was your doing. Willa says, "Okay, I told you it was be easy." Oh, it wasn't that easy. I made you work for it a bit. Let's see. Eric, I wanted to ask you before, but UFC fighter Sean Strickland a few months ago challenged David Goggins to a spar. Spar never happened, but your thoughts for me? I think it's quite silly. I think it is too. Goggins isn't a professional fighter. Not that he wouldn't know how, and not that he probably hasn't taken classes. He was a Navy SEAL. If he were to fight, he were to fight with one objective, not for fun. If he wanted to go into UFC, he would have. That's not his thing. And I'm not a Goggins fanboy. I respect him, but yeah, in this case, I don't know why anyone would challenge anyone who is not a professional to something like that. Dill says, because Goggins doesn't claim to be a fighter. Your thoughts on it, Dill? I don't get why Sean would challenge him. Recognition. And that maybe Goggins pushes some buttons. And it says, yes, thank you, Jace. You're all in cahoots together. Hey, Banana. Banana BS says hello. Jamie says hello to Banana. Sebastian says, say Banana, how are you? Hey, William, are you still with us? And Willa says, of course we are. It's an old guy sound or an old guy word, cahoots. I don't get to use that much often. Hey, Leo. Leo says, much love to the goat. What's up, my friend? How are you? So, William, what do you think of gig work? So many opportunities. Um, and it might not be for you, but even if you did it temporary, it could be Uber and Grubhub. If our friend Marriage Gigs comes in, we could ask her, what are all the opportunities that you could do? Just a thought. This says Leo the Beast. Leo is a beast. Man, you know what? Watching Leo during the working up to his surgery date, putting in the big reps, then recovering, doing his recovery workouts, which were still, for any other person would be a huge workout, and then just come back and hitting it big again. She says, Banana. So, anyway, to answer Banana's question, yes. Leo says, going heavy on daily core work, Jace. Foundation is there. Just want some definition. Nice. Jace says, Yogi, pull the short up from Sue. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. Hold on. I can't pull the link, but yeah, I can do that. Thank you, Jace. Hold on, guys. Sue, just when Sue is a genius. She literally is a genius. If you go to Sue's channel, guys, you can see me dancing on an island in a banana costume. You can also see me dressed like Elvis, dressed like a cowboy, dressed like a hippie. I wasn't dressed like a hippie. I was a hippie. All on Sue's channel. Here's the funny thing. I looked at that video of me and Jace, and as I was looking, I literally thought for a second, I was the one on the left, and that was Jace. And I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, huh, I'm looking in pretty good shape. I realized that's not me. That's Jace. Hey, well, here's a question though. Why am I the one with a broken hand? Gotta admit, I look pretty good in a headband. Thank you, Sue. That was actually awesome. Jay says, Leo, bro. Leo, I'm here, bro. Any help I can offer you is yours. Boa says, amazing. Was amazing. And Sue's laugh makes it all worthwhile. Jay says, and Yogi laughs. I was not expecting that. Let's see. Leo says your videos and physique are enough to help, brother. Thank you, Jace. Rolla says, Yogi, every live, I'm going to make you laugh. That is a worthy goal to have. You know what? Laughing literally changes your physiology. It changes your emotional state. It's a good purpose. Make someone laugh. Rolla says, yet again. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, how are you? How are you? Because I know this is not an easy time for you, my friend. Phil says, I'm in agreement with you, Eric. I don't get what Sean would gain from beating up Goggins. And as far as Goggins is tough, I'm sure he would be the first to admit he would win in an octagon. It might be a different story, though, if it was in the woods on the street. Maybe, maybe not. Dale says, thanks for the mod status. You're welcome, Dale. Willa says, I have some backup. Laughing with Jace. Lucy says, banana. And Willa says, how's everyone? I hope everyone is having a good day. Banana says he's having a good day. I'm glad to hear that, Banana. We're going to do some breath work in about 5 minutes. Let me know who's interested. It's going to be a little different. We're going to do a sort of like blowing on the thumb. We're going to do it as a meditation. To be fair, all breath work is a meditation. It does similar things to the mind. You're literally restructuring your brain when you do every time you do breath work. You're creating neurological pathways that teach you to be responsive instead of being reactive. But the key is don't do occasional breath work. If you do occasional breath work, you get occasional results. Meaning you can feel good when you do the breath work, but it doesn't have the long lasting value. When you do breath work daily, preferably 3 times a day, and therapeutically as needed, you're creating those neurological pathways so that they are there when you need them. Lisa says, I'm doing okay. I've not been sleeping well. We can later or anytime you're not sleeping well, let me know. I can send you a video for some specific breath work to help you sleep. That 4-7-8, wonderful for sleep, especially if you do it with the exhalation for the nasal breathing, breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. Specifically, if you block the right side as you exhale and just exhale through your left. Willis says, okay. Of course, I'm always Yogi. Jay says, Will, you may not realize this. It's the start of your journey to a happy place. Whenever you feel negative, just remember we are always a click away. Absolutely. Beautifully said, Jace. Dale says, strange question. What are your thoughts on people who do, I believe, what they call primal movements? I've done that, and I love it. Move around like an animal. They believe doing these animal-like movements builds strength. It builds a very elastic strength and a different type of strength. You can also build a decent physique. I absolutely love it. GMC Fitness. I did a course through them on learning a whole lot of the animal moves, the primal moves. Highly recommend it. Banana says, I'm kind of bored. Yeah, that happens here. Sorry. Hey, if you want to be entertained a little more, you can go watch me attempt to karate chop a board on Just One Sue's YouTube short. Willow says, hi, Lucy, how are you? Jason says, Willow, you do realize that's the same for all of us. Unity is our thing. Oh, Willow says, yeah, Jace, whenever you're on here or live, I always laugh and smile, my friend. You're all amazing. Agreed with Jace that, Willie, you are an invaluable part of the community. Essential. What happened? What happened, Banana? Banana says he only has 149. I'm not sure if I can fix that or not. Yeah, it says 150 for me. So Banana, you should be at 151 right now. Yep. Just give me a second, guys. 151, my friend. I wanted to give that one just in case. Lucy says, I'm doing okay. How are you, Yoda? Jace says, you do now, Banana? Thank you, Jace. Willow says, that's good, Lucy. I'm not the worst. Jace says, I connected. And I connected on my other account. So now you're back to 150 with one extra just in case. 152 now. Wow. Nice. Willow says, Jace, you're always making me smile. And that's saying something. Anna says, a sub to you, Banana. Anna says, thank you. All right. So let me know who's in for the breath work. We're going to do something called pursed lips breathing. We do the pursed lips when we did the thumb blow, when we do 4-7-8. But this is specific. Jay says, Willie, we share those smiles. We do. We don't smile alone, guys. We smile as a community. Willis says, yeah. Hey. So Willis says, I'm in, of course. You know, Willow, you made a whole lot of people laugh because you put that challenge out there, which means you made a whole lot of people feel good. So if you happen to come back this evening or the next live stream and you say what's good or what good has happened for you today, and I ask you the same question, you, because of your objective, because of your goal, you made a whole lot of people smile and laugh and feel good. That's pretty big. Banana says, what should I call you, Eric or Yogi? Whatever you like. Whatever seems to suit you. Will says, I don't know how that made people laugh. I was just trying to make you laugh because I wanted to make you work for it, which made you work for it harder. And then you went into cahoots with Jace. Anna says, yes, Yoda, I always smile too whenever Yogi and Jace are live. Jace says, I'm going to throw a quick live before joining Jamie. Gotcha. I'm going to wrap things up in 11 minutes. So we have just enough time to do some breath work. This is what we're going to do, and it's going to be breathing in through the nose for a count of 2. That's a little different. But as you breathe in, expand the belly a little bit. Don't push it out, but let it expand deep. Vanessa says, I want to do a cahoot. Well, we're all sort of in cahoots together. She says, I will get changed now then. So the belly's expanding just a little bit. Breathing in through the nose for kind of 2. Purse your lips. Put your tongue behind the upper front teeth and exhale for 4 through the mouth, making a whoosh sound. So here's the breath. And we're going to do that for time. We're going to do that for 3 minutes. But here's what I want you to do. Give me 1 second. I'm going to set up a timer, but I'm not going to have anyone else here. As you do this breath, put some awareness on that whoosh, on the exhale. Feel the breath. Note where you feel it. Can you feel that breath moving past and touching the lips? How far does it extend? Listen to that sound. Listen to the whoosh. Your mind will wander. You'll lose your attention. Bring it back. Bring it back to the whoosh. Bring it back to that 2 seconds inhaling. Feel the breath as it touches your nose, as you inhale through the nose, and as it whooshes out. Banana says, happy birthday. Rhea says, hey, it is Rhea's birthday. Happy birthday, Rhea. Rhea says, thanks. What are you going to do today, Rhea? So this is combining a little bit of concentration with our breath work. So remember, we're breathing in for 2, exhaling, tongue, roof of the mouth, right behind the front teeth. Extending the breath, extending the breath. Are you guys ready? Rhea says, how's everyone? We're doing good, Rhea. About to do a little bit of breath work. Let me know when you guys are ready. I'm going to do the first few with you, and then I'm going to guide you through it as a meditation. Banana says, I'm not ready. What's it going to take to get you ready, my friend? Willa says, ready and happy birthday to Rhea. Anyone else going to breathe along with us? Banana says, nothing. All right, here we go then. I'm going to set the timer. 3 minutes. Breathing in for 2. Feel that belly rise when you breathe in for 2. And then exhale with that whoosh. Purse your lips. Here we go, guys. Breathe in for a count of 2. 1, 2. Exhale with those pursed lips for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Do this on your own pace. Breathing in. Exhale for a count of 4. And then just repeat. Put very light attention. The belly rising for the count of 2. The belly deflating as you whoosh, as that air very gently and easily, gently, whoosh for a count of 4. Going at your own pace. Enjoy that sound, enjoy the sensation. You're breathing in for a count of 2. Exhaling for 4. Steady exhale. Breathing in for 2. In through the nose. Out for a count of 4. Pursed lips. Enjoy the sound of the air as it extends past the lips. Breathing in for 2. Keep breathing. And stop. Allow your breath to settle back. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment. Enjoy the space that you created. Allowing every little bit of stress, every little bit of anxiety to escape through your lips, just like that whoosh sound. And when you're ready, open your eyes, and I'll see you in the chat. Hey, Brian. How are you? Banana says, like and subscribe. Thank you, Banana. Hey, Brian, how's the training going? We got some unicorns from Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. And Cypher says, greeting beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Brian says, things are going good. I'm glad to hear that. You got to be pretty excited. Will says, thanks, Yogi. So much better now. So much better. Well, thanks. Awesome. Anna says, thank you, Yogi. Thank you, guys. Lucy sends some love to Squirrel. Brian says he's definitely shaping up. There's something about that whoosh that just is relaxing. This is very good to recover from a hard cardiovascular workout. You find you're breathing hard. Here's the correlation. Hey, Kat. The correlation that when you're breathing hard from an all-out effort is the same as when you breathe an anxiety or a panic attack. Elevated heart rate, accelerated breath. So how you recover from a workout is going to help how you recover from a panic attack or anxiety. Lucy says, Kat. Rhea says, how are you, Yogi? Rhea, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. For those just coming in, by the way, Rhea's birthday today. Anna says, wish you a happy birthday, Rhea. Kat, how's the day going? Brian says, how are you, Yogi? Ready for some more sun? I am. Looking forward to, man, I love spring. But particularly, I love middle to late spring when the world just turns absolutely green. And it's more than a color. Green in nature is an experience. You become green. You're drawn into the greenness of the world. Stephen says, Rhea, how was your birthday? Let's see. Cat says, day was good, may take a nap. I don't blame you. Chris says, the day just started, so I just got up, like one hit. Cat says, happy birthday to Reyes. Sebastian says, hey, Banana, what type of content are you thinking of? Like an hour ago. Got you. Cat said, happy birthday, Yogi. We're sharing the birthday. We share the birthday every day with everyone. Anna says, you feel like dancing, Bananas? Have you guys ever seen the chicken banana dance? Cat waves at Sue. So you literally, there's a song, Chicken Banana, very repetitive. But as you do it, you do the chicken or the chicken, however you want to do your chicken, banana, chicken, banana, and you dance. I haven't done it yet. However, there you go, Banana BS, chicken, banana. Let's see the dance, banana. I thought of that because, Cat has chickens, and then we have our good friend Banana here. But also, I defy anyone to do that dance without being in a good mood. We've done a lot of somatic exercises, hand skating, heart circles, finger blow, thumb blow. Dancing, somatic dancing, meaning dance what is present. Dance what's present. If you're sad, dance your sadness. Give it form, give it motion, and see what happens to it. If you're grieving, dance your grief. Give it form, give it motion. If you are happy, dance and be even happier. But it's got to be a special kind of dance. And it has to be the most special dance. And the special dance is yours in that moment. How you feel you should move your body, not how you think other people would like you to move, not how, hey, is this so cool? Dance, primitive, primal. Get that stuff out. The good and the bad. Don't harbor good stuff. Don't harbor good thoughts. Every good thought needs to be shared. Banana says, no, just like that emoji. Rhea says, cool. Rhea says, yeah, I don't want people who share my birthday too. Today's not actually my birthday. Anna says, I like it too, Banana. Bula says, yep, banana chicken. Banana chicken. Maybe one day I will actually do it on a video. I did do the video of me blowing on my thumb, by the way. Banana says, get a chicken banana dance on YouTube. Let's see it, Banana. What's up, Big Al? Big Al says, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Yogi. Thank you, Big Al. It's Rhea's birthday. It's Rhea's actual birthday. So this is Eric. When you have the fall in the US, I'm guessing July, September. September to November. But nowadays, seasons are a little different. So we basically have summer through sometimes up until October. And then we don't have much of those in between seasons anymore. Everyone's saying hi. Miguel says, happy birthday to Rhea. Banana says, get a video of the chicken banana dance on the stream. I need you to demonstrate, Banana. I need to see. I need you to show me how to do it. Miguel says, how was your day, Anna? So, guys, we're going to wrap things up in just a minute. Jason's going to go live. Hey, our friend Mayhem and Miracles is live right now. Stardashians is live right now as well. If you, by the way, are looking to grow your channel, Mayhem and Miracles is a great way to do it. Don't go there asking people to subscribe. Go there to help people grow their channels, and in return, you end up growing your channel as well. That's the great secret. The secret to growth, how can you help other people grow? The secret to love, how can you give love away? Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to talk about giving a gift, but we're going to talk about that this evening. Remind me. Deepak Chopra. Hey, Share Bear, how are you, my friend? Banana says, I can't dance. Everyone can do the chicken banana dance. Chris says, you had to just woke up an hour ago, so I haven't done much. Jason's live, on our way over. Lois says, Yogi, Jason's live now. All right, let's wrap it up. Sharebear says, hi, everyone. Hey, Sharebear, we're heading over to Jason's. Watch him and Jamie work out. Two great people, two great friends. So looking forward to seeing it. Guys, I'll see you over there. Take care. Thanks for hanging out with me.